In the dawn of North American history, a colossal threat emerged, so terrifying that it nearly erased the very existence of the continent's native peoples. This threat was the Saiteka, red-haired giants of monstrous proportions and unimaginable strength, whose legend dates back to a time when the fate of an entire race hung by a thread. These titans, towering over 4 meters, possessed superhuman strength. They uprooted ancient trees and crushed rocks with their bare hands. Their appearance marked the beginning of an unprecedented era of terror, threatening to extinguish millennia-old cultures deeply connected to the land. The Paiute, inhabitants of what we now know as Nevada, Oregon, and California, were the first to confront this nightmare made flesh. During a hunting expedition, a group led by the experienced Wovoka ventured into an unexplored valley. As night fell, strange sounds emerged from the depths of the forest. Suddenly, giants over 4 meters tall with pale skin and hair red as fire emerged from among the trees. Their eyes, described as cold and bright as ice, gazed at the hunters with a mix of curiosity and malice. Without warning, the Saiteka attacked, uprooting trees to use as clubs and crushing everything in their path. Wovoka, demonstrating bravery, managed to wound one of the giants in the eye with a well-aimed arrow, allowing some of his men to escape. However, the giants captured 2 hunters, taking them away as if they were mere toys. Upon returning to their village, Wovoka and the survivors recounted what had happened. Although some doubted their story, the disappearances and the hunters' injuries were irrefutable evidence. The elder leader of the tribe, Naga, called a war council. Understanding that this threat required more than brute strength, they devised strategies based on cunning, patience, and unity. Over time, the attacks by the Saiteka became more frequent and bold. Entire villages were destroyed, and the natives discovered with horror that the giants not only killed, but also fed on human flesh. This revelation united neighboring tribes in an unprecedented alliance. Although some were initially skeptical, soon all shared the terror of facing the giants. The first attempts at resistance were disastrous. Traditional weapons barely harmed the giants. However, the natives observed that the Saiteka's eyes were a weak point and that they quickly tired in prolonged chases. Armed with this knowledge, they adopted guerrilla tactics, quick ambushes and attacks aimed at the giants' vulnerable spots. Fire became their most effective weapon. In a desperate attack, a young warrior named Winnemucca threw a lit torch at a giant, discovering that fire terrified the Saiteka. From then on, the natives incorporated fire into all their strategies, using incendiary arrows and creating traps. The Saiteka, cornered and desperate, retreated to an island in the center of Pyramid Lake, where they built a fortress of raft and tool. The natives, led by Winnemucca and other tribal chiefs, constructed a fleet of canoes to confront them. On a moonless night, they launched a surprise attack on the island, setting the structures ablaze and facing the giants in an epic battle. The climax came when Winnemucca confronted the leader of the Saiteka, a giant nearly 5 meters tall. With bravery and agility, he managed to drive a flaming spear into the leader's eye, ending his life and breaking the morale of the remaining giants. The surviving Saiteka fled to a nearby cave, seeking refuge. The natives, determined to end the war, set fire to the cave's entrance, sealing the giants' fate. The few who attempted to escape were ambushed and eliminated. Thus, the threat of the Saiteka came to an end. The victory over the Saiteka marked a milestone in the history of the native peoples. It was a demonstration of unity, ingenuity, and perseverance in the face of an apparently invincible threat. Today, the legend of the red-haired giants endures as a reminder of the struggles and triumphs of the early civilizations of North America.